so big. When my little guy's sleeping, he was actually just taking a nap. But I wanted to show you guys what he looks like now. Such a big boy. Did you guys hear how out of breath I am? I can barely hold him. He's almost 50 pounds. It's crazy. Okay, say bye-bye. Say bye, guys. Bye, guys. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a very different video, and I've been wanting to film this for the longest time, and I actually kept collecting things for this video, but for whatever reason I kept putting it off because I guess a part of me felt like guilty and bad talking about products that I don't like. But I really thought about it and I was like, you know what, I know you guys really like my monthly favorites, and I figured if you guys like hearing about the products that I like, you probably are curious about products that I don't like. And I don't want to say products that I hate because that's just like a really intense word. These are just the products that unfortunately did not work for me, and if you love them, that is amazing. I hate to even put this disclaimer out there, but I feel like I really have to because someone I know will get offended. But anyway, that's it for the disclaimers. Now let's talk about the products that I do not like at all. Okay, so the very first product is going to be pretty shocking to you guys because I've heard so much rave about this and I wanted to love it, but I just don't. Now this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation. Now I really wanted to love this foundation because it's so full coverage and long lasting, but I found that this was actually a little bit too thick, a little bit too pigmented for my liking, where it just looked very like pasty, so I didn't like that. But even more than that, I just really struggled with finding my exact shade. I actually tried shade 7.0. I also tried I think 6.5, and I also tried the shade after 7.0. None of them worked for me. They were just like either too light, too dark. I think it'll match me, but when I blend it out, like you can see, it's just like super thick. Like that is a lot of coverage right there, but you can see this is definitely not my match at all. And it's also not very yellow, but it's not pink. It just looks like gray on the skin, and I didn't like that at all. I know a lot of people swear by this. Like I said, I really wanted to love it, but unfortunately it just did not work out for me. Okay, now I'm going to be talking to you guys about an eyeshadow palette that I really wanted to like, but I just did not at all. This is the Revlon Color Stay Not Just Nudes palette, and this is what it looks like. It is so pretty. Like when you look at this, it's just like the perfect palette. You have your transition shades, you have dark shades, light shades, a little bit of shimmer in there. It just looks perfect. But the amount of fallout that I had with this was out of control. And if I just swatch it on the back of my hand, it's like literally no pigmentation whatsoever. Like look at that. It's so ashy and chalky. So the light will blend right in with the dark. You see that? Like I used the darkest shade. So this is one of the darkest shades in the palette, and you can see I'm adding a lot of product on my finger, and if I swatch it and if I do a close-up, you can see it's just like very powdery and just not a good look at all. I just don't understand why drugstore eyeshadows are usually not the best quality, but this one in particular I did not like at all. Speaking of eyeshadows, I actually have some from L'Oreal that I did not like as well. And this is their quads that they launched a couple of months ago, Color Riche Pocket Palette. And they're really pretty. Like the color selections are beautiful. And when I actually swatch it for you guys, these swatch really nicely. So I'll show you, unlike the Revlon, these actually, I mean, from what I can remember, like they're very pigmented, and you can see they don't swatch like that bad. They look very pigmented when you swatch it. But the problem is they're just so powdery. Like look at that. It's again like just insanely powdery. And the same thing like the Revlon palette, when you try to blend the colors into one another, like if you put a light color all over your lid and a dark shade towards the crease or the end of your eyes, it doesn't blend together because they're so powdery. They just kind of like mix into one another. It just looks like a hot mess on the eyes, really. So I had really high hopes for these and I wanted to love them, but unfortunately these were a huge miss for me. So the next thing that I don't like at all is actually one of the newest things that I've got to try, and this is the E.l.f. Beauty Shield SPF 50 Skin Shielding Primer, and this is what it looks like. Now the Beauty Shield line from E.l.f. is brand new in their skincare, and it is amazing. I tried the metallic mask. I really like that. I also tried another face moisturizer, and that was really nice as well. But this thing, You guys, I was just like, whoa. Now this has an SPF of 50, which I understand that's going to leave like a white cast on your skin because it is such a high SPF, but this was out of control. So this literally, like when I put this on my face, I looked like a ghost. Do you see how insanely pigmented that is? And no matter what you do, even if you blend the crap out of it, it just made me look gray and not cute at all. I really tried to make this work. I put on foundation on top once as well, and my foundation just looked like such a hot mess. It should have been a great product, but it's just way too goopy, too thick, and the white cast is out of control. Okay, next up, I have this sponge that I don't know if this was part of a set with maybe a foundation or what, but I did find this the other day and I wanted to use it because I saw a couple of girls on Instagram use it, and I was like, oh, I forgot that I have that Maybelline sponge, so I'll give this a go as well. And I used it dry first, which was a complete fail. Instead of like actually blending out the product, this literally just like lifts the product away from your skin. And then I was like, all right, let me actually wet it and see if it works that way. And I wet this, and again, it just did not work to blend out my foundation whatsoever. It's just like a very, very stiff sponge. Like it's so hard, and it's just like an awkward way to hold it, and just, I love Maybelline, but this for sure is a complete pass. So the next product is one that was so hyped up on social media. Like a few months ago, everyone was talking about this, and I was so excited to try it out for myself. And then I did try it out for myself a couple of times, and I was like what's the hype all about? I just could not understand whatsoever. Now this is supposed to just blur out all the imperfections from your skin, fill in your pores, and just leave you with like this beautiful, perfect canvas to work with to then apply your foundation, concealer, and the rest of your face. But I found that this did absolutely nothing for my face. It actually made my face look very dry and feel very dry. When I used this stick, I felt like I had a layer over my skin of a product that I didn't like. It just felt very heavy, and I can feel it on my skin, but it wasn't a good feeling. I know a lot of people love it. For me, it was just a total miss. I didn't like how it felt on my skin, and I hated the fact that it did absolutely nothing for my face. But again, this was a product that was so hyped up, so maybe it's just me, maybe it's just I have really dry skin, but in my opinion, that was not good. Okay, so I'm actually going to save a couple of products for my next video and only talk about 2 more products that I didn't like, because this video is going to be like 30 minutes long otherwise. I'll do another video like this in the near future if you guys want to see it. But anyway, the next product that I did not like whatsoever, and you guys, a lot of you guys are going to hate me for this, but please trust me when I say I gave it a fair shot. It just didn't work for me. But anyway, this is the Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner. And oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this color looks from the cap. It's like this stunning green teal color. It's just so pretty, and I was so excited to use this, and it just was so disappointing. So I'll show you guys what the tip looks like. It's like this angled tip, camera focus. It's like this angled tip, and actually it comes with a stopper that goes right on top of the tip, which is so teeny tiny. It's so small that I don't even know where it is anymore because I lost it. It was so small, and that's supposed to help, you know, this eyeliner from not drying out, which I think is absolutely crazy because I already lost it. So already this eyeliner has dried out so much, but I'm gonna swatch it for you guys so you can see that this is just like a very, like, it's just such a dry liner. Do you see that? It's just so thick and so dry. So when I was applying this on my eyes, I was like really dragging my eyes so much to really try to force some product out. I actually also tried the black one, same thing. It was too dry, too thick, and I didn't like this at all. But I know a lot of people do, and that's great. For me, it just was not my favorite liner of all time. I was just talking to myself for the past 5 minutes because I didn't press record. Anyway, let's try this again because now it is definitely recording, and I'm going to be sharing my last product for the day. And this is a lip tint from E.l.f. Cosmetics. And especially in the summertime, I love lip tint. So it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so nice. And I have to tell you guys, the color is just absolutely stunning. So I'll swatch it for you guys on the back of my hand so you can see for yourself. Actually, there's a swatch right here. This is what the color looks like when it's dried up, but this is what it looks like when you first apply it. It's like a gel consistency that dries down to a beautiful lip tint. But what I don't like about this product is the taste of it. I know that sounds really weird, but when a product is on your lips, you want it to taste like absolutely nothing or something pleasant. This has a very intense, like noticeably intense, like plasticky, I don't even know how to describe the taste, but it's just not good whatsoever. So for that reason, this was also a total fail. Alright guys, so that was it for my first products that I didn't like video. I think that's what I'm going to title this. I don't even know. But I actually really enjoyed filming this. So if you guys enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, double thumbs up. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media linked in the description box below. Please subscribe to my channel and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!